Laboratory. A mouse running in the tunnel of Amin's castle in the dark, watch on the countenance of sleeping Alan and rushes back in fury. On the other side, a huge laboratory-like room hall seems old and full of pale dark hollow shades of evil colors. And a man with silver hairs testing different things and drinking a dark black coffee. Walking in distress back and forth, cruelty dipping from his appearance, he picked up a scorpion and eats it at once. He has many servants, beasts, some huge and grubby and other alike too. Washing his eyes again and again, weirdly looks around and round, abruptly says, "At last the day has arrived when my 67 years of hard labor will become a fruit. And now I'll show the hypocrite Wilson and his legacy that he is actually I am." As he disregards and rebukes me and my father for creating progressive and developed equipments. If that would happen, the world should be best for living. Quote, scares everything in that place with his smile. On this speech nearby hanging an old big bat laughs and addresses to the old scientist. "Oh, the idea is great, but not to live in your dreams. Test it firstly, then boast up your genialness. Still the dirty rat has not come and may be killed by his destiny, or the spy at Castle didn't perform his duty. Oh, just shut up, you filthy bodish exiled filth, and now go and do your job and bring me some blood, nails and hair of the villagers. The time has come to test the first one." He ordered the bat, and then laughed again loud, and a devilish smile spreads all over his old detestable toothed face. There are plenty of chemicals and substances: agar, bell jar, Buckner, funnel, Bunsen, burner, burette, calorimeter, centrifuge, collecting flask, condenser, conical flask, crucible, culture medium, dropper, electron, microscope, evaporating, dish flame, test flask, glove box, graduated cylinder, hygrometer, litmus paper, mass spectrometer, measuring cylinder, microscope. Oscilloscope, particle accelerator, petri dish, photometer, pipette, retort, stand, siphon, slide, siphon, test tube, transducer. On one side a large cauldron is boiling a yellowish substances, and the old scientist keep watching and instructing his assistant, an abominable monster of twice the size of a normal human. Just in time the mouse arrived. He can talk to his master. Scientist scolded him for getting late. He told him the every minute detail of Alan and his coming, and also about the danger which they will face after his crownship ceremony. Scientist gets all the detailed written and meditate with close eyes, and gave a piece of cheese to Rat, and he returned to his cell to run on a little cycle, due to which from a distance water falls into the cauldron pit. It is huge than a room and full of smelling yellowish chemical. After testing this, he moved towards a rock square-shaped door and opened it. It opened into a tunnel-like hall. He flashed the light and lit all the mashal. There are thousands of hollow dummies standing in a pot of that yellowish substance. There is a dummy which exactly looks like Mr. Amin and seems his manifestation. He hits the dummy of Amin and walk and examines every dummy's progress, walking back and forth for hours, without water and food. He is continuous as his work enrooted. He screamed, "Hey dorks, come here, I got a job for you, useless." 4 beasts run towards him and slip over one another and fall. "This is why you are all dorks. Bizden ne istiyorsan offendum. What you want is to be done, master." Closing parenthesis. One of the beasts asked with shivering tongue, their language is little different from others. "Go and bring the black marble from dark forest and cut them who are not in use now. Sen benim effendimsin sinisterson. As you want us, my master." They all move with their big bodies out of the hall. "Not this time, everything should be perfect, and according to plan, otherwise we will not be able to please our master and he will not come again here." Quote, a light flashed and scientist gets fainted and falls down on the floor. Chapter 2, Laboratory. A mouse running in the tunnel of Amin's castle in the dark, watch on the